I see country everywhere.
Do, 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 do.
Well, after should I have done the ring light? Yeah, is the lighting bad? No, it's like the usual. Some people have been like, "You need help editing." I'm like, "Why would you try to say?" It's not like we're filming high quality content here. Like, you get what you get. You know, we've been away for a while. I know, and the people have spoken. The people have spoken. They want more YouTubes. More YouTube. Quite a few of you I've reached out and been like, I noticed you're not doing YouTubes. I'm like, I didn't know anyone would watch them. And I said, very well, easily changed. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, okay, obviously the newest and coolest is we just celebrated our 2nd birthday. Oh, yeah. No, that's super cool. I thought you were going to bring up the dirt bike graphics, the kits. Oh, well, yeah, those are super cool too. Super sick. Super sick. Also, but we're still here. We made it to year 2. We made it to year 2. Barely. Barely. Barely, but not barely? Barely, but not barely. Like, mentally. Mentally, barely. Like, I got one pinky on the clip. But, you know, everything else, I'm like, oh. Sometimes I feel like I have one finger on the cliff, and then you're like, we're actually fine. Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like, we are growing every day, which is super cool. Like Kelly said, we launched our custom dirt bike graphics. Woohoo! So you cannot shop those anywhere else other than on our website and then the C4 Designs website, because we worked exclusively with them to create those designs. And they all, if you didn't notice, they all, almost all of them besides the mountain jersey, but they all match a jersey and a pair of socks, so you could be a whole kit. You can be a whole kit. A whole kit. Head to toe. Bull skull and camo go together. Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't do a bull skull one either. Bull skull and camo. But like, mix and match. Honestly, mix and match. Mix and match. Whatever. Do you? Yeah. Other than that though, our youth jerseys are coming along. You know, I feel like as with every production run that we do of something, there have been 90 million hiccups, waiting for the time where something doesn't go wrong, but for now. But yeah, our youth jerseys are about to be printed, which is super exciting. We finalized all of the designs, and they're so cute. They're really cute. Cute. Like, I just, we did a unicorn jersey, and I can't wait to see it in, like, the 4-year-old size. It's, like, literally this big. Yeah. We're just doing research in the industry, and it's crazy. I didn't realize how few options there are, like, for young girls. Like, yeah. Like, you can look up on different websites for, like, directly for young boys, like, so many options, and then they'll have just like kids in general, but like directly for, it's like for little gal riders, there's like nothing. And I was like, dang, we are cool. We get to do something like that's really nuanced, and you know, of course, hope it pays off, but I think it will, because we've been bringing it up, and there's so many little girls that are like stoked. Yeah, like they want the style, like they want to like wear look cute. They're just out there to look like cute. They're probably almost more excited to wear the thing than to do it, and then they start doing it and they're like, oh, this is cool. Fun. Yeah. So it's been really cool to see that and like find that out and be like, oh, this is rad. I hope we get to, you know, spark like a whole new market that's, I think, still in the very beginning stages. Yeah. Which honestly, I think, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I almost feel, not that we're ever going to stop making jerseys for adult women, but I feel like... too selfish. Yeah, too selfish. I will always make a jersey for myself. But like, I don't know, something tells me that like this is going to be something. This is like where we might be like taking the bit. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to get, like I said, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I feel like we've talked about this before, I think on our YouTube, of like basically creating a new market, like creating a new market for younger girls who never even thought that dirt biking was a sport that they could participate in, because they don't see something that aligns with their taste and their style. And so by creating these youth jerseys that are super cute, Some of them are like more tomboyish, like they're not all like princessy unicorn jerseys, but just creating different styles for younger girls to feel like, okay, this is something that I could get involved in, and like this is something that I am allowed to be a part of.
And that was important for us too, like in the styles. We know, it depends on how young they are. Often like your parent will choose like the jersey for you, but we want them to feel confident in picking their own styles at a young age. Like that's why we're not just gonna pick what we think like the parent would like, or what we like, or what we think is fitting. It's like let's let them choose. Like let's offer like something a little bit more tomboyish, a little more girly, a little more like retro. Like I don't know, we were just thinking like, how do we offer them, like give them the opportunity to choose their own style? And I think that kind of coincides with, you know, what our brand is in general, is just being confident in doing you. And that's can start at a very young age.
And I think something that we've seen, and this is in no way like meaning to alienate any specific group, but a lot of women that do ride currently that like are older, like maybe we'll say like 15 and older, a lot of times they do follow like what their dad likes, or what their brother likes, or what their boyfriend likes, because that's probably, you know, making a very generalized stereotype, but that's who got them into the sport. And so we've come across a lot of women who I think maybe are afraid to embrace, because we are like, our jerseys are very different compared to what's on the market. Like our jerseys do not look like anything else that anyone's making, and we are confident in that. Like we don't give a shit, and we are like way past the point where we like want to look like we belong on a racetrack. But like I think so many women who are currently involved in the sport aren't as comfortable with that yet. And that's okay. That's totally okay. And like we understand where, you know, where everyone is coming from, but being able to build that confidence and that self-esteem in the sport at such a young age, I think is going to be huge for growing the sport down the line.
Yeah. And I think I definitely know that we have been guilty of being like, you want to feel a part of something, so you look at what everyone else is wearing. But I agree with you. I think there is a fear of like, I don't want to look like I don't belong, because then I'm going to be targeted and people might ask me questions and I don't know the answers to those questions. Like this is at least,
or like made fun of, or
yeah, or you're like, you know, like
I don't think just the stereotype, I'm okay with it. I don't think anyone's going to see me in my animal print jersey on my animal print bike and be like, that's the girl I'm going to ask for help. Like,
definitely don't ask me.
But like, I don't think that's what's going through people's mind.
If you're asking me for help, you've got bigger issues.
You can. I was like,
no, generalized things, yes.
But like, just the stereotype in the industry, I don't think people are going to see the Daisy jersey and be like, that's who I'm going to ask for help.
Although, honestly, that the way that we walk around, they're like, she knows what she's talking about. And I'm like, what? Yeah, but I think it's so true. Like there is like, I know you and I have experienced it in like other sports where especially when you're younger, like you want to make sure, especially when it's male dominated, you're like, God, I want to make sure I'm like one of the boys. I want to look cool. Like I want to wear what they're wearing. And if I'm not wearing what they're wearing, they'll be like, yeah, but you look like a girl.
Yeah.
And you're just like, and there is, when you're accepted.
You're less of a target.
Yeah, like, and there is a, you know, sense of euphoria when you're finally accepted in a group. You're like, oh, I look like everyone, it's cool, I'm with them. But let me tell you, it doesn't match, like, when you're owning your style and then you meet someone and you're like, maybe there are people that are judging you, but then you meet that other person that gets you. Like, you chose that jersey because you like it, or that shirt, or whatever. And they come up to you and they're like, where did you get that? I love this. Or even if they're like, I would never wear that, but you look amazing.
And then you're like,
And then you just feel so connected with who you are and like what you chose and confident. Yeah. And you're like, oh, hell yeah, there's a place for me. And honestly, you get away with confidence anywhere. Like, who's going to mess with a confident person? Have you ever tried to roast a confident person and they're like, I literally don't care what you have to say. And you're like, oh. Try to roast them. Yeah. You're like, very well respected.
And I mean, think about it too. Like, you still have to wear the basic gear to, I can understand, you know, people, it's like, you want to wear the boots to look the part, because we have friends who are like, hey, I'm going riding with you, like, I want to look like I belong. I'm totally fair.
Yeah, there's a balance. Like, you don't want to show up in, like, get you, your rainbow flip-flops and be like, I don't care what anyone
thinks. Do I ride a dirt bike? And you're like, let's get some
you also
pants
want to be appropriate.
Yeah, like, appropriately dressed. Yeah. Wearing the right gear. So, boots, pants, some form of, like, protection on your chest. Snapback. MCREY jersey, gloves, goggles, helmet. But, like, just being confident, owning your own style. And I think in general kids are so much better at that than adults, because there is no, like, especially I'm talking like under the age of 7.
No censorship. They have like no influence from the world yet. They're like, yes, like rainbow socks with a black.
I love it. I don't care if it doesn't match. I don't care if it looks silly. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if it's not in style this season. Like, I like it, so I want to wear it. And you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this kid showed up to work, super random, but, like, this kid showed up to work the other day in a full Spider-Man outfit, and I was like, hell yeah. Like, not Respect. Halloween, not his birthday, but his mom was like, he wanted to dress like Spider-Man today, and I was like, you know what?
With great power comes great responsibility.
Like, I don't know, and he was happy, and he was just running around. And I'm like, this kid's living his best life, man.
I will never be as cool as you.
That's true. That's true. It's true.
I hate to tell you, kid, but you're peaking.
Embrace this, because it all goes downhill from here.
I think that is something, that we realized with wanting to lean, more towards offering so many more youth options and trying to offer, in that sense, different styles where hopefully we can encourage young gals or whoever, the youngins, to continue to make those decisions. Like, hopefully we can offer all of those different options for all different age groups. So at least when you shop MCREY, like, you don't have to be influenced by anything else other than what you want to wear, and we can try and offer everything that makes you feel most like that, and we can nurture that ability that kids have to be like, I'm going to wear this. I'm going to wear a unicorn jersey with camo pants on my flower bike. And I'm like, I love you.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Like, how do we keep that going throughout the generations? How do we not lose that?
Well, I think
MCREY. These two big dogs.
And like we also just, we said we don't have anything going on, but I guess we have a lot going on. It just doesn't feel big because it's not anything that's been like published.
We can't show it.
Like, it's like nothing we can show yet, so I guess that's why. But like, we just finished our the initial designs for our next round of adult jerseys. And we're super excited about them. But they're sick. Yeah, they're so freaking cool. And so I had 2 points with this. The first thing being we also recognize that right now we only have 4 jerseys, and they are very distinct styles, and that might not speak to everyone. So we also acknowledge that if someone went to our store and was not for me, I can respect, because our designs are very specific. So with that in mind, we with this next round really tried to be thoughtful about creating designs that we don't yet have, and really embracing different colors that people might be attracted to. So, things like our first round of jerseys, we really didn't want to make a pink jersey, because that was, even though I love pink, and we're learning that Kelly loves pink too.
It's growing on me.
But growing. But we know that the stereotype in the industry is that every female jersey is made hot pink, and that's just it feels like an afterthought. People just make them hot pink because that's what girls like. And so we intentionally, I'm getting over being sick, so that's
okay, super spreader.
We intentionally didn't make a pink jersey in our first run, but for our second run, we have to make a pink jersey, and it's so freaking cute. I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but our idea is
real cute.
Yeah. And making other designs. I don't want to share them yet, I don't want to share them yet.
It's
but
too early.
Just making sure that we're okay, we have a jersey for someone who likes flowers. We have a jersey for someone who likes kind of a 70s retro vibe. The Bull Skull animal jersey, obviously. And we're making 4 more jerseys that don't really touch any of those categories. So like really just trying to make something for everyone, but it's all stuff that we love. And the second point with that is, you know, when we design jerseys, we never think about like what's in style. Like when we like had our meeting, I don't know.
I also have like no styles.
Well, you know,
true. No, you know what I mean.
But like we don't follow trends. Like we don't look at like magazines to see like what are the it colors for the summer. I don't give a shit, okay? Yeah. Because half the stuff that I see in magazines, I'm like, I would never wear that. So we literally are just making stuff that we're like, either we are like we like this is freaking cute, or something that we've kind of like picking pieces from things that we've seen where we're like, okay, we really like that idea.
Yeah.
And we really like this. How can we like merge that together?
And like, how do we take trends but make them timeless? Unique? Yeah, and like make them
timeless. Like something that's not going to go out of style in a year. Like I don't want our jerseys to have a season and then be gone.
Yeah, yeah. And like, I don't know. I guess I just think when you think of the word trendy, like it doesn't align with like our styles necessarily. But then I do look at our stuff and it's like we do try to stay on trend, but we also again
I'm too poor to buy new clothes. I haven't bought new clothes in like 4 years. So
it's like we do want to stay on trend, but how do we make it so it's like it's not gonna go out of style. It's something, I don't know, it's inclusive, like trying to create styles that, you know, aren't things that we would just wear, but like we have friends and we're like, they have great style. What would they want to wear? And we see people that really like their style and just taking inspiration from the people around us.
But also I think too, like the world we live in right now is cool in the sense that
like everything
so many things are in style for different types of people in different stores. Like I feel like now casual. Is there even anything in that?
But we are trying to create things that's like for, you know, for the kiddos, for the 20-year-olds, the 30s, the 40s. Like we're trying to create styles too that go like across generations. Like it doesn't just have to be for people, you know, for our age. Like we've had so many, you know, like moms love our styles and teens love our styles. And it's been like all over the board. I mean, we definitely lean towards like a certain demographic, but I think our goal is to work our way into being like, just as inclusive as possible. Like, how do we get as many, like, body styles as possible? Like, how do we make, like, tall pants, petite pants, you know, and, like, just...
curvy pants.
Yeah, and, like, just anything you can think of that we can provide so that there's no barriers in that sense to gear for women and for kids. A1, you know? Like, that's really our end goal with that, with Moto, is to be able to provide all of that. Because we're all different, and like especially women, our bodies are all very different. I think they differ even more than men's, and just the way our curves are, and like the way our like weight distributes. Like everyone's just so different, and that can be so frustrating. I just think about like jean shopping is just terrible. So I mean, we're trying to just mitigate that. We need more money.
We need time. We need money.
We're rich in life and experience.
I don't know, man. Past few months. Yeah, I feel like the past few months we've just been
chipping away.
Like I said, we're growing every day, so that's all we can ask for. I mean, that's obviously better than regressing every day.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Sure.
Okay.
Very well.
Close the curtains.
Well, on that note, everyone have a lovely evening. We'll try to be better about, you know, increasing our YouTube videos because we know you miss us. And
sorry this one wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny, but I feel inspired.
We can't always be funny, okay?
No, we're always funny, but like
someone, you know what?
But honestly, okay, we've been like DMing and texting a lot lately.
Who us?
Yeah, us too. Like,
I thought you were like saying it was like to the camera. I'm like,
no,
who?
You and I, and the conversations are hilarious. Like, but we can't post them because they're like.
Because we're making fun of half of you.
No, honestly, it's because they're like.
like today.
Yeah, like today. Like, some conversations gotta stay private. Like, until, like, enough people are buying our stuff, I don't care what anyone think. I'm kidding.
Until we have enough followers. But no matter who we talk shit about, you're still gonna be our friend.
Here, yeah, like Kim K status. She can post whatever, and people are like, until I'm there, like, you can't hear everying. Otherwise, they're gonna be like, bitches.
It wasn't bitchy.
No, we're roasting each other.
But some of y'all are included.
Some of y'all
are included in that.
Get out of my manifestations.
Can I please?
You are not the people I'm manifesting.
Can I please?
No! This probably won't even make it a video. That has to be something different. We did a manifesting episode, so we'll do like a part 2. So we did the things. Whoa! Jeez, you gotta be real particular.
Get real specific with your manifesting.
Like genies in a lamp, man. You better write it out and say it all out, because if you don't, the universe will just send anything your way. I'm offended.
You gotta be more specific.
Yeah. It says if it brings it your way and you don't accept, you're leveling up. I'm like...
Who said that? Your genie?
The universe. And I was like, well, reject. How many levels am I at now? 9.
Fucking ninjaing my way to level 50.
Where's my lever at? Level 200. Shit.
What level am I at?
1,000. Negative. Okay, we're leaving for real.
He's watching this. He's gonna beat your ass.